This is lesson 7-7, make a table. Our essential question, how can recording information in a table help in understanding and solving a problem? There's no vocab for this lesson. Example number 1. Larissa swam 3.5 laps the first day. Each day after that, she swam 1.5 laps more than the previous day. How far will Larissa swim on day 6? Complete the table. All right, so we know the first day she swam 3.5 laps. So I'm going to put that in the table for day number 1. Then it says each day after that, she swam 1.5 laps more than the previous day. So that tells me every day I'm going to add 1.5 laps. So if I had 3.5 for day 1 and I add 1.5, remember I add my whole numbers, so that gives me 4. Add your numerators, so that's 2. And denominator stays the same, so that's 2. Remember we talked about if you have the same numerator and denominator, that equals 1 whole. So really, this equals 5. So day 2, she swam 5 laps. Then I have to add another 1.5. So if I add 1 whole, that gives me 6 plus my half. So then for day 4, I have 6.5 plus another 1.5 because we have to keep adding 1.5 every day. Add my whole numbers, so that becomes 7. Add my numerators, that becomes 2. And denominator stays the same, so this 2 over 2 becomes another whole, so it becomes 8. Day 5, I add another 1 to my whole number, so that becomes 9, and then I add my half. Then lastly, I have 9.5 plus 1.5. Add my whole numbers, which is 10. Add my numerators, which is 2, and denominator stays the same. And this becomes 1 whole, so I get 11. So, how far will she swim on day 6? She will swim 11 laps. Example number 2, and this is our last example. Kevin and his daughter Sarah ride their bikes around town. Kevin bikes faster than his daughter, but Sarah starts a half hour before he does. At what time will they be riding together? So you can see there's 9 o'clock, 9:30, 10 o'clock, and 10:30. We're trying to figure out what time will they be riding together, and we're looking at their distance. So here's Kevin and here's Sarah. At 9 o'clock, Kevin is at 4, and we'll just say miles. And Sarah's at 0. At 9:30, Kevin is at 8, and Sarah's at 6. So let's see, Kevin looks like he's counting by 4. So 4, 8, 12, 16. And Sarah's looks like she's counting by 6's. So 0, 6, 12, 18. So if I look at my numbers in this chart, it looks like at 10 o'clock, they'll both be at 12 miles. So my answer would be 10 o'clock is when they will be riding together. And you have one practice problem. Complete the table and answer the question. Don't forget your own word problem or a question about the lesson and rate your understanding.